Welcome, Tracker Squad, to today's Explainer. We are tackling a massive, incredibly colorful mystery right here on the floor. Today, we're putting our observation skills to the ultimate test. We've got a fascinating case to unpack, and it's going to require all of our focus, energy, and analytical skills to figure out exactly what happened here. If you love a good puzzle, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's get into it.
Oh my goodness, do you see what I see? Just look down at the floor for a second. We've got a complete and total mystery on our hands. It's just an incredible, chaotic scene of colorful rubber animal footprints scattered literally everywhere. It's not just one set of tracks, It's a massive intersection of different prints going in every possible direction. This is a classic scene of footprint confusion, and we need to lock in our focus right now.
So let's officially define what we're looking at here. We are facing a classic rubber footprint mystery. Basically, this is a super confusing trail where giant, heavy stomps, speedy little dashes, and wiggly zigzags have gotten completely mixed up. Over here, we have this massive pile of scattered evidence. And over there, sitting on the sidelines, we have our lost toy animal friends who are completely missing their paws. Our mission today is to decode all this chaos, analyze the shapes and sizes of these tracks, and reunite our friends with their proper footprints. Section 1. Activate tracker powers, powering up to 100%.
Okay, I'm going to whisper loudly here, because to solve a mystery this big, we need to activate our special abilities without disturbing the evidence. We got to be fully prepared before we touch a single track. So here's the protocol for our super-duper animal tracker superpowers. Come on, follow along with me. Step 1, reach up and put on your invisible tracker goggles. Click. Excellent, our vision is now enhanced. Step 2, wiggle your bunny ears so we can hear every little rustle and sound in the brush. And step 3, give me a big, heavy stomp with your mighty explorer feet. Oh yeah, I can feel the energy. Our tracking powers are absolutely at 100%, and we're ready to process the evidence.
Section 2. Case File 1, the giant pancake track. Investigating footprint number 1. All right, I've carefully pulled our very first piece of evidence right from the center of that big pile of mystery prints. And wow, just look at the sheer size and magnitude of this thing. It is a huge circle, and it has these massive, deep claw marks embedded right at the top. Honestly, it looks like a giant pancake was just dropped right onto the floor. When we analyze a track like this, the width and the roundness tell us a lot about the weight of the animal. You can practically feel how heavy and forceful this stomp must have been just by looking at the visual footprint it left behind. So we really have to evaluate our suspects based on the physical data. Looking at this massive, pancake-sized track, I want you to think critically for a second. Is this a tiny little mouse foot? I'm going to pause for just a second so you can evaluate the evidence and shout your answer right at the screen. No! Way too big. Exactly. I can hear you loud and clear. A tiny little mouse would get completely lost inside this massive footprint. It literally defies logic. The physical dimensions of this track completely rule out small, lightweight creatures. We need a suspect that actually matches the immense scale of this evidence. So the crucial point here is comparing our tiny, incorrect suspect with our prime suspect from the toy box. On one hand, we have the tiny mouse, which our scale analysis has totally ruled out. But on the other hand, we have Leo the brave boy lion. Just look at the strong, broad structure of his legs and that wide base he needs to support his magnificent frame. Let's bring Leo over and test it against the footprint. Okay, lift up that paw, Leo. 1, 2, 3. It's a match! Ding, ding, ding! Give me a high five, Leo. We successfully found your giant stompers. And just like that, our first case is beautifully solved through logical deduction and scale analysis. Section 3. Case File 2, the speedy, sleek track. The mystery gets trickier. Now our next track is fundamentally different from that heavy lion stomp we just analyzed. Take a really close look at this next footprint. It's incredibly sleek. It has this streamlined shape with these sharp, little, well-defined toe marks. Unlike the giant, round, heavy pancake track, everything about the visual design of this footprint just screams forward momentum. The aerodynamics of this shape tell us that whoever left it was moving with incredible speed and agility. Once again, we've got to cross-reference our suspects with the physical profile of the track. If this footprint is designed for high-speed dashes, well, could it belong to a sleepy, slow-moving turtle? Let the tracker squad assemble and yell out your hypotheses. No, fast. Absolutely correct, tracker squad. A track this dynamic definitely does not belong to a sleepy, slow-moving turtle. A turtle's footprint would be way flatter and wider for stability. It would completely lack these aggressive, forward-pointing toe marks that are clearly designed for traction and sprinting. We need to look for an animal built for pure velocity. And this brilliantly illustrates our next test. We've dismissed the sleepy, slow turtle, so let's evaluate Max, the energetic boy cheetah. Cheetahs are aerodynamically built for speed, right? So we need to see if this fast-paced shoe fits our zoomy friend from the toy box.
Let's pop it on his paw and bingo! The claws match perfectly. Max, I know you're bursting with energy, but you gotta stop zooming around the room for just a second so you can show off your cool tracks. The sleek, narrow design of the footprint aligns perfectly with the cheetah's fast-paced, high-energy nature. The evidence never lies, guys.
Section 4. Case closed. Tracker squad. Every toy has their footprints back.
Whew, let me just wipe my forehead and take a big breath for a second. What an incredibly satisfying investigation. We walked into a room full of chaotic, scattered evidence, and by using our observation skills and tracking powers, we systematically decoded the entire floor. Let's review the final data to see exactly what our tracker squad accomplished today. We successfully matched the heavy, giant pancake stompers to Leo the lion. We analyzed the sleek, high-speed tracks and returned them to Max the cheetah. We even pushed through the rest of the pile, matching the wiggly zigzags to the playful puppy and those unique bouncing prints to the jumping frog. We took the time to look at the shape, the size, and the implied movement of every single track. And because of that, every single toy animal is back together.
Master animal trackers, I want you to give yourselves a giant, massive round of applause. You absolutely saved the day. But as we wrap up this explainer, I've got a challenge for you. Who is ready to go on another adventure and find even more tracks out in the wild? Because remember, whether it's in a toy room or out in the mud after a rainstorm, every footprint tells a hidden story about who was there, how heavy they were, and how fast they were moving. The clues are literally everywhere if you just remember to put on your tracker goggles and look closely. So, what mysterious stories are waiting to be discovered right outside your front door today? Keep exploring.